Scholarship Switch-Up. Changes coming to UI scholarships around diversity. Cookie Community. Iowa City brings joy to the streets through a brand new event.
Brotherly Love. How two siblings bond while playing on the court.
Love is in the air, but so may be some cooler days and cloudy days. I'll have more on how low it'll get this week in weather.
All that and more
Coming up right now on DITV.
Good morning from Iowa City. It is Wednesday, February 14th. I'm Jordan Tovar.
And I'm Max Von Creese. Happy Valentine's Day.
And the third member of our team, Sydney Goldberg, is live outside to tell us today's weather story. Sydney, it was pretty warm on Monday. How was our Valentine's Day forecast going to treat us?
Yeah, thanks, Jordan. Happy Valentine's Day. It might not be as warm as earlier this week, but besides love being in the air, so will some clouds later on. I am live now outside at Hubbard Park, where it is currently 28 degrees and pretty sunny for now. Today we are supposed to get up to 48 degrees with a low of 27 degrees. Unfortunately, the sun will not be out for too long today. In just about 3 hours, we will see the clouds come out for the rest of the day. Tomorrow it's looking like we will see some rain in the morning, which is very strange for February, but otherwise the temperatures will look pretty similar in the 40s. I'll be back a little later to take a look at the rest of the week. Until then, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sydney. And for our top story of the day, the UI is reviewing scholarships for those with diverse backgrounds. This comes after the U.S. Supreme Court struck down on affirmative action last year. UI officials said that less than 10% of all scholarships will be reviewed and not all of them will change. However, those that do change will likely have different criteria to include those from all backgrounds rather than just specific groups. One such scholarship that has already been affected is the Advantage Iowa Scholarship. It was previously reserved for first-year students from underrepresented populations, but it will now change into a need-based scholarship for students of all backgrounds. University officials are still unsure of when their full review of scholarships will be completed. A few bills made it through the Iowa legislature ahead of this Friday's deadline. One bill would define the labels man and woman as the sex an individual was assigned at birth, regardless of their gender identity. Another bill would support full-day preschool programs statewide. And a third bill would allow school employees to carry guns on school grounds. This doesn't mean that these bills are laws, just that they made it through the first round of cuts in the legislature. More people are opting for THC-based drinks rather than alcoholic drinks. Despite marijuana being illegal in Iowa and federally, these are legal through a farm bill passed in 2018, which legalized the sale of hemp-deprived products containing less than 0.3% of THC by volume in the U.S. Restaurants in Iowa City are even starting to have their own THC-based products like Reunion Brewery.
Iowans aren't really used to, legal THC. I'm hoping that the state sees this is out there. Cat's out of the bag. We can trust responsible adults to use this stuff just like we do with alcohol.
Other brands like Climbing Kites have also made their way to some local restaurants and stores. An AI program was created at the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. The program, known as DINA, helps students seek answers from courses in the electrical and computer engineering major. Users can access DINA by searching for it on the UI engineering website and clicking Start a Chat. From there, users can start asking DINA questions, a lot like how ChatGPT works.
Sort of set the vision for everybody that this is possible, and while at the same time, day to day in the short term, giving real value to the students who could benefit from the answers.
The program is just in its starting stages, but in the future, the department hopes that DINA will be available for all students. Need some dental tips? The College of Dentistry teamed up with an app developer in the College of Public Health to design a web-based app just for that. The idea behind this app came from wanting to help Alzheimer's patients and dementia caregivers who are untrained in oral care be able to get the info they need on the fly. The college believes that this will lead to easier access and safer cleaning habits.
The app provide tips on how to do things, like how to brush someone's teeth, and then we provide that explanation detailed on how to deal with that specific situation.
The college also wanted the language of the app to be easy to understand so it could also be used by family members helping out. They have already heard positive responses from the homes on this impact. There's a new setup for honors students at the UI. Starting in August, honors housing will move from dorm residence hall to catlit. This change is to incentivize more students to choose to live in the honors community, as catlit is a newer building. Rather than the bulk of the dorm being for honors students, which is the setup in DOM, catlit will dedicate a few floors to the honors group. Despite this change, current honors students are confident that they'll still maintain the closeness of the honors community.
As far as my experience went, people most
There will be room for 200 honors students in catlit, and applications for honors housing will open on March 1st. Ahead of this sweet holiday today, the first downtown Iowa City cookie crawl took place on Saturday. Over 300 people participated in gathering treats to keep or save for a loved one. DITV's Julia Rhodes is live outside now with more on how this brand new event had such a strong turnout and impact on the community.
Thanks, Jordan. That's right. Residents from Iowa City and beyond lined up here at Merge to check into the crawl and start exploring.
Cookie tin.
The crawl brought a lot more foot traffic and participants received their first tin, a card with almost 20 cookie location stores, and their first cookie, all at the first location before investigating downtown.
I think it's definitely cool. It gave us something to do today, but also it's cool we were just parking and just seeing everybody walk around with the red tin was super cute. We're very excited to start collecting the cookies, but I think it's a great community builder.
Over 75% of the 300 participants were new to the downtown Iowa City activities scene, and the organizers were thrilled to see the support.
Seeing the little kids reach for their little cookie, because a lot of times the parents that came in with their kids, they would let the child grab the cookie tin, put the cookie in, and it was just fun to see them light up when they, got to put their first cookie in the cookie tin.
The crawl brought a lot more foot traffic and business to stores downtown as visitors and residents went into each location to look around.
I think they're great. It's a way for if you've already lived here to get more experience checking out shops you've never done. It helps people get connected with the businesses around here, and who doesn't love cookies?
The success of this event and the response from the community almost ensures another cookie crawl in the future. Live from downtown Iowa City, Julia Rhodes, DITV.
Thanks, Julia. And later, another Iowa athlete named Big Ten Freshman of the Week. But first, let's send it back out to Sydney, who has the forecast for the rest of this week.
Thanks, Jordan. Although tomorrow is supposed to start off with some rain, the sun is supposed to come out for the remainder of the day. As for the rest of the week, this weekend is looking a bit more chilly, with highs only reaching the mid-30s. However, early next week, we are expected to reach back up to those lovely mid-50s. Back to you in the studio.
Max, my family's always, they've always raised me to be a Hawkeye fan. I think there's some families even within the Iowa Athletic Department.
Yeah, that's right, Jordan. Iowa Athletics, for some odd reason, they always have a family event, kind of like a family function. And here at the University of Iowa, athletic programs are known for their family ties. DITV sports reporters Samantha Bielma and Sarah Gala have more on a men's basketball brotherly duo.
Some people may think that having your brother on the team could be challenging or even a little annoying, but the Stanford brothers are huge motivators for one another.
Peyton and Price have been playing with one another since high school, so their bond as brothers has only grown.
I think I try to motivate Price a lot. We motivate each other to a certain extent, we don't really overdo it, but I think when someone needs to get jumped, we'll jump each other.
The Sanford brothers aren't the first to play for the Hawkeyes, and they certainly won't be the last. One of the biggest values for the Hawkeyes is family.
Family is definitely like the word I'd use to describe our culture. It starts with the coaches and just kind of funnels down to the players.
Obviously, me and him are family, but the whole team I describe as a family.
Peyton and Price may be teammates, but this duo still doesn't forget to show their brotherly love.
There's times that like I want to kill him on the court, and there's times that I want him to like score on me just to get going.
I know what I can do to get him going. Know what I can do to push his buttons a little bit. So there's times for it, and there's times to just kind of stay off and let him do his thing.
With the two being born and raised in Iowa, wearing black and gold means so much more to them and Hawkeye fans.
Super proud to be an Iowa kid and to play at this great university.
Just kind of push myself to be as good as I can for my home state and kind of give back to the state that gave everything to me.
I'm Sarah Gala.
And I'm Samantha Bielema,
DITV Sports.
Thanks, you two. And those two and the rest of the Iowa men's basketball team are headed to College Park to take on the Maryland Terrapins today. Hawkeye fans are hoping that freshman Owen Freeman will be their Valentine, as the Hawkeyes will play on Cupid's Special Day for the first time in program history. Freeman will look to continue his great season after a 17-point double-double in their comeback victory on Super Bowl Sunday. Fran McCaffrey and company will need to start a win streak to close out the rest of the season if they want to go dancing in March. And after a devastating loss to Nebraska over the weekend, Iowa is now a game back of Ohio State for first place in the Big Ten Conference. Caitlin Clark dropped 31 points in the loss and is now 8 points away from breaking the all-time scoring record. Tomorrow night, fans will pack the stands for a chance to witness history against the Michigan Wolverines, with the game starting at 7 p.m. But all eyes will be also on National Player of the Week Hannah Stolke, who dropped 47 points last week against Penn State, breaking the Carver Hawkeye Arena record. And spring sports are blossoming into action soon. DITV's Elise Gann headed over to Dwayne Banks Field to get a preview of this year's Hawkeyes baseball team.
With baseball season right around the corner, all eyes are on the Hawkeyes after a successful previous year. In specific, high expectations are brought upon the pitching staff, who led the team to their best start in program history and are only projected to improve. Their opening weekend starters will be Brody Brecht, Marcus Morgan, and Cade Obermueller. Perfect game named Brody Brecht preseason first-time All-American, while Marcus Morgan finished last season as a second-team Big Ten honoree. With the guidance of these leaders, they'll keep themselves in check and focus for this season.
Being mentioned as draft picks this year, there's a lot of guys on this team that could have a chance to play professional baseball, and keeping their feet on the ground and keeping them playing in the present.
With guys like this on the team, they are going to elevate the expectations, as most polls have them ranked preseason top 25. There is a lot of outside pressure, but the team is focused on staying stable and playing their own game.
There's going to be a target on our back, and we want to wear that with a lot of pride. Coach harps on something that Lisa Bluter says, pressure is a privilege, and I know we're going to take that very well. And
they'll have to face some tough opponents this upcoming weekend as they start off with Seton Hall in the Shipyard Tournament. From Dwayne Banks Field, Elise Gann, DITV Sports.
And Iowa gymnast Ava Volpe was named Big Ten Freshman of the Week for the second time this year, Jordan. Volpe earned the honor again after competing in the all-around competition at Rutgers and setting a new meet record season high for the fourth straight meet. The freshman is the only Hawkeye who has competed in the all-around event at every meet this season, and additionally is the only Hawkeye to earn Big Ten weekly honors this season. Volpe and the rest of the Iowa Gym Hawks return to action this Friday as they host the Ohio State Buckeyes at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Now, Jordan, although today's Valentine's Day, I heard it's someone's special day too.
Yeah, Max, and our amazing news director, Ashley Wheel, is turning 22 today. Happy Taylor Swift birthday, Ashley. In her spare time, Ashley loves doing crafts and attending theater productions, and to celebrate her birthday, she is going axe throwing. The entire DITV team wishes you a very happy birthday, Ashley. Now, Mac, I don't know about you, but I think she's feeling 22.
Yeah, and I've never gone axe throwing, so that's got to be fun.
For sure. And thank you for joining us online or listening on KRUI 89.7 FM.
We are here live from Iowa City every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 a.m. and online anytime at dailyiowan.com.
For Sydney Goldberg and Max Von Gries, I'm Jordan Tovar. See you again on Friday morning right here on DITV.